We are living in an unprecedented age where the only thing that is certain is change. Change the likes of which the world has never seen. Things like hailing a taxi, stepping into a phone booth, or using a paper map for directions in a new city are all quaint reminders of a bygone era. The fact is, we find ourselves in the midst of the fourth industrial revolution, where the lines between the physical, digital, and biological are all merging, and things of the past are being made obsolete by disruptive crowdsourced technologies, all fueled by artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. In the not-too-distant future, trucks will drive goods to stores on their own. The discovery process for law firms will be done by machines, and financial investment advice will come more from artificial intelligence and less from humans. In other words, the future of work is undergoing a tectonic shift, something that demands a true sense of urgency and action from every education stakeholder. Why is it that as technology evolves at an exponential rate, our education systems are essentially frozen in time? Why are we still using an industrial model for school that was designed for a different time, when the demands of society and workplace were not even close to what our students face today? The good news is that forward-thinking organizations around the globe are responding to this frenetic pace of change through authentic innovation and disruptive technologies. It's time that education leaders do the same. We can no longer simply equip our students with a minimum level of academic knowledge and expect them to be successful in a rapidly changing world. This traditional hierarchical model, based on an isolated, abstract, and one-size-fits-all approach that emphasizes test scores over deep learning and success skills, simply doesn't have the same currency it once did. This means that we can no longer follow a status quo model where too many students see their years of doing school as a passive exercise, irrelevant to their interests and their ambitions. An ever-increasing number of bold education stakeholders know that it's past time to rethink and transform what education looks like. Open Way Learning is an education nonprofit whose sole mission is to help these stakeholders drive this transformation. The Open Way Learning model is rooted in one of the primary drivers of today's innovation economy, the open source movement, and its principles of transparency, inclusivity, adaptability, collaboration, and community. But the Open Way Learning model boldly claims that we are able to build cultures of learner-centered innovation, not by chasing the latest buzzword strategies or force-fitting top-down driven mandates, but by leveraging the already existing skills and talent in our schools to better meet the individual needs and goals of every student. It says that true innovation grows organically from the best crowdsourced ideas that come from within an organization, regardless of rank or title, and especially from those who work closest with students. When this type of localized innovation is implemented, powerful teaching and learning strategies are better sustained and scaled, thus having a more immediate and long-lasting impact for students. Open Way Learning doesn't claim to be the only way to build a culture of innovation in schools, but it is indeed a way. It is a proven, research-based approach articulated in the book Open Up Education, and grounded in the premise that authentic innovation will thrive when 4 school-level elements are in place: a living vision, collective leadership, systemic collaboration, and the free and open exchange of ideas and resources. When addressed with fidelity in an inclusive and transparent manner, these elements have the transformational potency to create a powerful level of innovation that's baked into the DNA of a school. Innovation that helps the school nimbly meet the unique needs of their students, their school, and their community. This is the power of Open Way Learning. By building a culture of localized, authentic innovation, you and your team are better equipped to make timely decisions that maximize the effectiveness of your time, funding, talent, and resources to create a future of learning that aligns well with the future of work and takes advantage of, rather than ignoring, the technology and innovation revolution in which we live. This is a paradigm shift that cannot wait. We are morally obligated to give our young people, especially those historically furthest from opportunity, the skills, talent, dispositions, and confidence to collaborate and compete with anyone on the planet. This moral imperative requires a level of innovation that is beyond the capacity of the current archaic model. It requires more than just window dressing around the edges or chasing the latest shiny object. It requires crowdsourced transformation, not top-down driven tweaks. Will you become one of the radical pioneers who enable these conditions for solution-focused change in an education system that stubbornly resists change? Will you help lead the positive disruptions to create a culture of learner-centered innovation in your own school? Join the Open Way Learning movement and stand up for the educational transformation that every student deserves.